The green water at Hallowell Quarry, booking Naomi Brooks planned weddings because logistics felt like kindness. She could make a seating chart out of feuds and allergies and the way an aunt could ruin a father-daughter dance. When a Bucks County family booked her for a July ceremony at Hallowell Quarry, now a heritage venue with Edison bulbs and liability waivers, she said yes because money, because experience, because she liked the way the stone walls held sound. The bride, Erin Caldwell, was sweet. The groom, Tyler Hallowell, was not a monster, just a man used to being the loudest story at his own table. His father, Judge Hallowell, owned the venue and 3 adjacent parcels and a confident smile. "Just don't let anyone swim," the judge said during the walkthrough. "The water's cold enough to stop a hard and high summer." His politeness had recoil. "And avoid midnight, for optics." "Optics?" Naomi asked. "The lights do a little thing," he said. "Old wiring." "Damn." Strange green. On rehearsal night, Naomi stood by the loading dock and watched the quarry water turn a bright, wrong green. Not reflection, emission. The string lights along the catwalk flickered, then fell into a slow pulse as if sinking to a breath. The band stopped tuning. Someone laughed too loud. Erin squeezed Naomi's hand. "It does that sometimes," she whispered. "My grandmother said they used to toss coins for wishes. Then they tossed, other things." "Other things?" "Stories," Erin said. "They say the quarry keeps them." Through the list. Naomi kept a list of small disasters and their solutions, boutonniere casualties, porta-potties, uncles who thought the mic was a birthright. She added a new line, lights green. She called the electrician. He shrugged into the phone. "Venue's wired out of spite," he said. "Not dangerous, just stubborn." At 10:40, during the rehearsal dinner, the green deepened. The quarry surface went mirror black and then lantern bright. A boy tossed a stone. It sank with a hush. Erin's mother flinched. The judge said, jovial, "That's enough, son," in a voice that knew it wouldn't be. Before midnight, Naomi watched the staff lock the gates and the family drift to the parking lot. She walked the perimeter once more because that is what people like her do. They check the edges. At midnight precisely, the catwalk lights pulsed in a sequence she recognized from nowhere. 3 quick, 1 long, 3 quick. SOS, her brain said, without permission. In the green, movement, not bodies, forms, the suggestion of a dress. The memory of a suit. She stood very still, and the quarry offered her a sound like a hand against a mouth. The text came from an unknown number. "Open the logbook in the office. The door will be unlocked." It was V. The logbook. The office held a ledger with a red spine, which by now Naomi had learned is never just a ledger. The entries began normal deliveries, pump checks, weekend bookings. Around 1974, a new column appeared. Settled. Names went in when a dispute had been settled. Women's names mostly. A note. After dark, lights will pulse. Do not look down. In the margin, a different hand. Count again. A second book, smaller. Wishing registry. Coins and promises. A list of lost items, bracelets, wallets, a single shoe, a photo strip. Naomi recognized the names in the captions from the seating chart. The quarry had kept more than water. Zissix. The bride. Erin arrived at 7 a.m. on wedding day with curlers and 3 bridesmaids and a face doing the brave. Naomi gave her the good chair and the good mirror and tea. "We can move inside if you want," Naomi said. "Thunder's flirting." "It's okay," Erin said. She looked at Naomi's clipboard like it might confess something. "You found the books?" Naomi didn't pretend. "Yes. My grandmother worked here," Erin said. "Said you could hear coins talking on certain nights. Said the judge's father made people settle by the water when the paperwork got messy. Said girls should keep keys in their pockets when the lights pulse." She took a breath and looked like a person choosing an ending. "If the lights go green tonight, I need you to do something for me." "Tell me." 7. "The ask, read the names," Erin said, out loud. "Whose names?" "The settled," she said, "and mine, and my mother's, and my grandmother's. If the quarry keeps stories, I want it to know ours." She smiled, sharp and kind. "Make it public record." Bait ceremony. The ceremony behaved until it didn't. Vows at golden hour, kisses clapping. Then during the father-daughter dance, the lights pulsed. 3 quick, 1 long, 3 quick. The water went green as a bruise. The band stopped. The judge laughed too big. "Old wiring," he said. "Enjoy the glow." Naomi took the mic. "We're going to do a reading," she said, as if this had always been on the program. She opened the ledger and read a name. The water shivered, then calmed. She read another. Erin's grandmother's, Erin's mother's. Women Naomi did not know. Men who had settled. The sequence made a music that wasn't the band, keys shaking, quiet sobs, a cough that sounded like sunlight breaking a cloud. Now I pushed back. Judge Hallowell stepped forward, smile tightening. "This is not appropriate," he said softly. "You work for me." "I work for the bride," Naomi said. "She booked the venue. I'm following the schedule." She read Erin's name. The quarry pulsed, soft as a nod. Erin exhaled like she'd been held underwater and had decided, finally, not to be. X, after they danced. The green softened, then faded. The judge pretended the power company called him back. The guests pretended he had not turned his back during 2 decades of parties. Erin and Tyler drove off with "just married" scrawled in window paint and a seatbelt fastened correctly because Naomi checks that too. At midnight, with the rentals loaded, Naomi went back to the office and put the ledger on a copier. She left a copy in the drawer. She took another to the library. She set a third under a rock at the edge of the catwalk and said, "To water that acts like a notary, here." The green returned once, briefly. Gratitude or agreement, or a warning that does not need an object. Naomi didn't need a translation. She had the list.